Hi guys, Simon Rafalo here. Today I'm going to talk about five practice tips that I've learned over the years. Now there's so many practice tips that we as guitarists learn. Good practice tips, bad practice tips, bad habits, good habits we've learned. So I'm going to talk about 5 of them. So my first one, number 1, warm up. Warm these fingers up. Warm your playing hand, warm your picking hand a little bit. It's like exercise. We have muscles and tendons. And I've learnt this the hard way. So I've learnt, sometimes I pick the guitar up in winter and I haven't really warmed up and I've strained my wrists. I've had RSI and it's been very, very painful. So it's really important to warm these fingers up, and you can warm them up in many ways. You can warm them up by practicing some scales or some exercise. I'm going to show a couple of tips below now. All right, so when warming up in the morning or whenever you pick your guitar up, I like to just go 1, 2, 3, 4, just across each string, and I'm up and down picking. So the picking hand's up and down, and I'm just warming those fingers up. I don't start too quick. I come back down. It's one way, really simple. Or you can just do a different combination. 1, 4, 2, 3. So forth. And I go right up and right down. So on each fret. And all the way up and all the way down. I'll do that for a bit, or I'll just do a few little scales, whatever scale I want to practice, just to get those fingers moving. It can be musical or it can just be an exercise, but just warm those fingers up. It's really important to do. Okay, practice tip number 2, which is a follow-on from number 1. Keep your hands relaxed. Keep your hands, when you play, don't be too tight. Don't be too tight on the fingerboard, and don't be too tight when you're playing with your picking hand. Keep them as relaxed as you can. I developed strains. I strained my muscles when I was younger because of poor technique, because I was too tense. So I learnt to relax. So here's a few tips below coming up which will help you with that. Okay, keeping your hands relaxed, both hands. So when I'm playing this hand, my thumb is not too, it's not clenched, it's not tight. You know what I mean? It's relaxed. My hand's quite relaxed. My thumb's got some pressure at the back, but it's not like a vice clamp, you know what I mean? And same with this hand. It's not too, you can still get you just got to make sure your wrists are kind of loose, and when you're playing, you're not putting a lot of strain. And it might take a bit of work. Might need to undo. I had to undo some bad habits because I felt like I was too tense when I was younger. I was probably too tense as a teenager. So as I got older, I learned to relax. But just keep your hand, this hand. I mean, you don't need to have your pick too tense. Just relaxed. You can still, you can still get a really big sound. And when you're doing some rhythms and you relax, it just sounds better anyway. And you can still, you can still get a fast picking sound, but having a relaxed hand. So just be mindful. Chill, relax. Okay guys, practice tip number 3. Practice with a clean guitar sound. Now I know as guitarists we love all our overdrive pedals and our distortion pedals and our delays and our reverbs, and there's so many great pedals out there and we can kind of get lost in the sounds. But when you're practicing, practice with a clean sound as much as you can. I find that all the other effects and the distortion tends to hide our mistakes, and we can kind of get away with it and we sound amazing with all these effects. But if you just strip back everything, you'll really find out what you're playing sounds like and kind of what you need to work on. So it's really important that you practice with a clean sound. So a lot of the time I will practice anything new that I'm working on with a clean sound, and I really enjoy it. And then when I put all my little effects on, I just feel more confident. So yeah, just be mindful that all those distortions that we layer upon, they tend to hide the things. tend to hide our inadequacies. All right, so practicing with a clean sound. It just picks up all the notes and all the mistakes, whatever. So if you've got lots of distortion on, it kind of covers it all. Kind of hides everything. So practice to a clean sound. I don't have any delays, I don't have any reverbs. And it'll make your playing sound much better. You'll be more confident. Okay, practice tip number 4. Record yourself. Record all your playing. Record, have a listen to yourself. See what you actually sound like. Sometimes when I'm in the moment, I don't really kind of know what I sound like until I hear myself being played back. And you hear all the things you like and all the things you don't like in your playing. And it's something that I've done pretty much from the start. Back before we had iPhones and digital recorders, we had cassette tapes and we had the little red button and the black button to record. And I would record just hours of my playing. And it would be good if I had some ideas. I always recorded my ideas too. So any ideas you have, record them, because I generally forget all the ideas that I have. So record your playing. You may not like what you hear back, or you may like what you hear back, or you might find some song ideas, but record yourself and analyze your playing, and then it'll help you develop yourself as a guitarist. Okay, practice tip number 5. This is a big one. Practice to a backing track or a click track or a drum program, something, or even just jam with people. Sometimes when we're alone, in our rooms, it's fun, but you really get shown up if you start playing, with other people and you haven't done it for a while, you haven't really done it, and you can struggle with it. But if you learn to play to a beat behind your playing, or practice with songs, you're playing with a band, you're keeping in time, especially if you want to record, especially if you're a recording guitarist, you've got to learn how to play in time. So practice to beats. I like to put on backing tracks or just a drum beat, just so I'm like, with it. And it's not just so you can be a machine and be a robot and be precisely, because as humans, we're always going to be a little bit ahead or a little bit behind, but you also want to learn how to stay into a beat, with a drummer, with a band, because it'll help you, especially if you want to be in a band. All right, so I've got a drum loop behind me. I just got it from YouTube, and I just put it on, I just listen to it a little bit, and I just start playing. Might create a bit of a rhythm. I'll just work on playing some lead. Yeah, you might create a song out of it, just from having a backing track to play along to. It's really important. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed those 5 tips. There's more to come. I'm going to be posting more videos the next few weeks. Please leave a comment. Please subscribe to my channel. If you want any more tips, or you want any more advice from someone who's been playing for a while, just please leave a comment or message me in Facebook Messenger. Look forward to hearing from you soon. Okay, bye.